Alrighty, Doc here from North America. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Another fun-filled day. Let's see if, luckily, the in the first few seconds, nothing exploded, so this is good. Uh, what's nice is that they run these gas generators, which is kind of funny, um, and they kind of run out of fuel, and then what is that? The commercial? There we go. And then they run out of fuel, and then they start up slow again or something like that. And then let's see, what's this? Alice. Hey, Doc, I missed you yesterday. Webinar disconnected for unknown reason. I hear you. Yeah, I think it's my internet here. We were having, we got it going after about 5 or 10 minutes. What happened was is that it knocked me out. I guess it was about 10 seconds into it. And what they're doing is they're running gas generators up on the poles. I don't know. I don't even see the things, but they have these little gas generators, and they are for the, what do they call it? The repeaters. It's for the repeaters because we got hit by a tornado about 6, 7 days ago now, and some places have been wiped out, and so we have to deal with that, and it turns it into a fiasco. Every so often, out of nowhere, we lose our internet for like 5 or 10 seconds, and then the repeater kicks on from a new generator. That's how I'm told it's working, and it's supposed to be seamless, but it doesn't always work seamless. It seems like it may knock out the repeater for less than a second, but it knocks us out for like 10 seconds. So that was the fiasco of yesterday. That was what that was. It happened right going into it, and it happens. I guess it's like every 4 or 5 hours it happens. So I guess they only have enough fuel in the. They must have a bunch of these little things. They're like little drone type things. I don't know. I don't understand exactly. I can't even see them, but that's their excuse. Something about the fuel runs out of the repeater and we lose it for a few seconds, or at least I lose it for 10 seconds. So anyway, here we go. Let's see what else we've got to say about. I guess that's about it when it comes to that. I guess what we should do is you can see right there that was gold yesterday. It's lifting up, and we'll run over to. Usually we start off with the euro. So what we'll do is we'll take a quick peek of the euro and see what the euro is up to. Let's find the euro. Where am I at here? Let me see. There it is. There we go. Okay. And so yeah, that was the whole action of yesterday. So hang in there. Now we're going to get hit with a CME from the sun on going into Wednesday and Thursday. Who knows? I haven't looked to see exactly where it's hitting the planet, but the sun has woken up, and we're going to have some of that now. For the sun goes through 11-year cycle, and the magnetic poles flip on it every 11 years. So the plus on the top becomes the minus, and the minus on the top. Minus on the bottom becomes the plus on the top, and something like that. Reverses it each time. So, yeah, I thank Janos. Janos was able to get us rolling along yesterday, so that was a yay for Janos. So let's see now. Let's get over to, what do we do there? Let's close that and let's open this, and we're going to get our work up on the screen now. Let's go to Dookie Day and Week. There we go. And let's sign into that like so. Let's see, where's that? There, connect. And so get rid of that. Oh, we didn't connect. What did we do? We disconnected it somehow or another? I disconnected it. Let's try it again, and let's get the spreadsheet up there like that. Whoop. I need to get this up there first, though. Why aren't you? There we go. Let's move that up to there. Let's get the spreadsheet going right. Where is it at? There's a spreadsheet. Let's move up Dookie J4X like so. And which one are we connecting to there? I guess it's that one right there. And so there we are there. And then just shift the gears like so. And there we are. Let's bring her down. like so. There we are. There it is. There it is, and that is, what is that? That's NAS dollar. Let's go to euro. There it is. You can see euro showing life in it. We've got 4 green dots in a row there, which is really cool. Hey, Robin. Did you get all 16? Leading Edge Lithium Australia. I like that. That's the name. Opening Learning equals Australian Stock Exchange. Boy, they used to offer me seats all the time. At one point, I remember 1, then 2, and then they got desperate. They used to offer me 3 seats for free to come down there. It was really cool. I am happy that you were safe from the storm. Oh, yeah. I don't take that. Oh, we were nuts. Oh, yeah. A friend of mine and I, we jumped in the truck, and we were nuts. Yeah, we were in the middle of the storm. We were chasing it. We were having fun. I mean, waters were up to the doors. He's got one of these big Ram Hemis, you know. And we were out there chasing the storm. We were having fun. But it's knocked out those repeaters in the area here, which is irritating, if nothing else. So, the repeaters. Hello, repeaters. There we are. All right. And so you can see here on J4X, we got 3 greens going. You see the white line piercing what I like to refer to as the time manifold right there. If we could change these colors, it would be even better. We should make the, I wonder if we can do that. Edit indicator. So let's see, what we would want to do is we would want to make that like I guess, let's see if we can find the color. Advanced levels. Oh, there you go. No, that's not it, because it's like a, yeah, there we are. Now let's see if we can what we can do with that. A solid. We want to go with a solid like that and make it solid. No, we can't make it solid. We got to leave it dotted. Okay, so that's okay. Okay, say okay. Let's see what happens. Reset. I don't know. We'll find out in a second. Okay. No, that didn't do it, did it? What is that? What's that underneath it that I've created now? Edit indicator. Levels? Outputs? I guess this should be invisible, right? Yeah, that should be invisible. So we got to make that like black or something like that. Or that grayish thing. Anyway, I don't know. Now we've picked that up. We can watch that. Who knows? That might be more insight. Who knows? Look at the way it's moving with the white line. But this is our 0 line. This yellow thing, I wish we could match it. See, our 0 lines are white dotted and our solid lines are white. And then we should take this. We should turn that into the gray thing, or the orange thing there. Because that's like the time manifold. That's what the purple represents, our time manifold. We'll have to work on that. Let's see what's going on here. Farkash, hello. And Yingfell, hello. And Stefan, hello. Welcome to the hood. Welcome to the hood. That's right. All right. Did anybody see, what was his name? Mike Tyson, the boxer, fight the shark. He put the shark asleep. He knocked the shark out. Let's see. What do we got there? Need the new subscriber. 4 subscribers, 11 trailers. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. I have 16. That's 15. There we go. See what he says about that. All right. So yeah, you can see there. Now let's get the euro up on the J4X so that we can actually match the dots to the dots. Right there. Let's see if it had 4, because the gold had 3. And see if it matches up to this. Yeah, there you go. It has 4, so that's cool. This little blue line thing's kind of been fascinating. It's kind of like a day behind, but it's still fascinating just to watch. And then if I can make this slow K disappear altogether, edit indicator, output. I guess if we take out the check mark, maybe? No, reset does that. Okay, I see what happens. We go like that. Maybe? No, that didn't do it either. So, and the end result is that you can see here we're moving through with no problem now. You know, like over here, we've been in a daily buy since here 4 days ago now. 4 days ago. Right there. So, 3 days ago. This is the 4th day. And you can see here on J4X, we've got 4 bars also. So this is matching up really well today and this week. So I can't complain about that. And this is, again, this is a good tool when you don't have my work. This is the work you can chase after. I don't know about that line right there. I don't know how we ended up generating it, but I don't know how to, not sure how to turn that off. I guess it's the, what is that? That's the fast? That's a slow, right? So what we want really, maybe like that. There we go. And I hit OK. There we go. That's better. So the dashed line is like our 0 line. The purple line is like our time manifold. And the white line is like our white line. And that's how we use that. It can lag by a day or two. You know, it's not the best. But remember, traders, it's better than, as far as I'm concerned, anything out there in the public domain. It's the closest to match up to my work. So you know, try to utilize this when you're not looking at my stuff during the trading day. So that's where we are. Anybody see anything going on? What do we got here? We got Alice says, whenever you are free, what about checking out the AUD? Oh, sure. Let's look at it right now. No one's asking for anything at the moment. So let's check it out. And Jameer, hello. If I consider a position AUD, I would go long. All right. Well, let's take a look at it. I think you can see on the spreadsheet. What are we? We are on line 12. We are 18 weeks now in a weekly buy and 6 days in a daily buy. So let's go check it out. We'll throw it up on J4X first. Right there. And you can see it's definitely firm today. And it's been firm for days on our work. You can see here it's got 2 green days. So it's probably looking somewhat the same way on here. If we can figure out how to get there. There it is. Window. Action. Yeah. We got 3 green days. So it's been in a buy since here, since that right there. So in this case here, normally when I do the Chicago Quant, I automatically make it wait the next day. But the currency traders here, in currencies, I kind of let it fly a little bit more. We kind of get a little bit more aggressive. So anybody who's watching, it's part of the Chicago Quant universe. That's why it's in there, not right there today, not 4 days. And it's why it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. Exactly. And that's what happens over here. We kind of, we use a little bit more accelerated because I'm able to communicate with everybody watching this and I can tell them. Whereas over on the Chicago Quant, I put out 2 charts a day and I'm not there to talk to you, which we are going to do a webinar tomorrow. Robin's got something set up. But so, you know, due to the fact that I'm doing a full hour here on Dukascopy, I can accelerate the gas lines a little bit more because I'm able to communicate with the traders and they're able to see it and talk about it. Whereas they're getting a static shot. They're seeing our indicators, and so I want to be more cautious. So I play it much more conservative. Not much, yeah, just a little bit more conservative over there because of that. That's why the colors are different too. Notice the colors are different. This is for Dukascopy, and then over in Chicago Quant, where is it at? Notice the colors are blue. And this is running a 3, not a 3.5, and I'm running a 5 underneath on the weekly, and so that's the reason why. So just thought I'd let you know if there's anybody in here that's from Chicago Quant. Let's see now. There's the AUD LSLS, and I'm thinking, you know, I mean, 18 weeks in a weekly buy. I mean, I mean, it's been in a buy since like mid-April. So I mean, now what was that? Did I get just filled somewhere? Sounds like I just got filled somewhere. Where did I just get filled? All right. Anyway, a trade just happened somewhere. All right, and so that's where we are with that. And so, oh, I see what that is. Let's get rid of that. There we go. And so that's why we're seeing that. And so when you're watching Dukascopy, you'll see my charts have a lot of times the currencies in particular are running that color compared to, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Compared to the blues. There it is. Right there, like that. Matter of fact, all right. So now, brown cow. All right, so there we go. All right, now what else was there a question to? Let's see, I think it was Jamar. Jamar says, who was saying guns blazing for that? That sounds pretty good. Oh, Stefan said it. Stefan said, yeah, well, it's been going up for a while. So, I mean, I guess until we see a sell, Okay, what do we got? I also go long, but looking that it's going a little weak. Well, it's been in a buy for almost 6 days now, so you don't know. I like to initiate a trade at the beginning of the signal, not in the middle or the end of it. I think you're asking too much. Not you personally, just anybody, even me. I ask too much if I try to jump in on a trade after the 4th day it's in a buy. It's kind of like, why did I waste my time? Now the odds are the odds are in less favor. Not everything can be this or a Turkish lira. I mean, look at the Turkish lira. I mean, the Turkish lira is like on a stampede. It's like one of those Wild West things, Stampede! They're just running that poor thing. It's a stampede. Watch out. Stampede. And then see if we can put it up here. Where do we go? We go right here. It's stampede. It's on a stampede. That's what it is. And so, it's like 37 weeks in a weekly buy. 37 weeks and 4 days in a daily buy. So, went into the buy here. I'm not sure what's that all about. That looks like it went into a sell and then right back into a buy again. Let's move that over to there. So that's like that. Now I didn't notice that. And then like that again, it went back into the buy. No, it didn't because of the red dot. Okay, so it's 2 days in a buy, like right there. Stampede. And so, one thing's for sure, you can't go short in that product because the thing's 37 weeks in a weekly buy. My God, it's like insanity, It's like a stampede. Watch out for the cattle to run over you. Yes, sure. It's about risk it's about math to me more than risk. In other words, the math is going to tell us what the risk is. And so the first day you get long because it's said to get long in your weekly buy. And the chances are you're going to be like 8.5 out of 10 that you're going to be successful. Now you go into the 4th day, it's in a buy, and all of a sudden now you decide to buy. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could turn the next day. Anything's possible. I don't tell the markets what to do. It tells me. So, I follow the numbers. I try not to tell it what to do. So it's about risk if it's worth. Yeah, like I said, it's just a mathematical success versus a mathematical failure. So I try. Everybody wants to tell the market what to do. Hey, it's going up 9 days. It's the 2nd day. It's going up 9 days. It's like I hope so. It's in a weekly buy and a daily buy. But, I'd rather be long the 1st day it went into the daily buy, not the 7th day. That's for sure. Okay, now let's look at cable. You get my paranoia? That's my paranoia of it. Now look at cable. Cable's still dancing along nicely. And let's see right there. Let's see how it looks there. Cable. Right there. And it's marching along fine with 3 good green days. Same thing here. 3 good green days. 4 green days here. Look at that. And it busted through the manifold right there. This kind of acts like the minus and the plus manifold, that purple line. and the dotted line is the 0 line. So right there, it put us into the buy, going into right there, maybe yesterday, or did it do it here? I think it just might have put us in there, just like our work. So that's pretty cool. This is synchronized at the moment nicely. So let's see, what else can we say about that. Look at this white line, keeps on staying way over the time manifold, which is really nice. So that's always a good thing to see that strength there. And it does look like it's trying to go. Let's see, Stefan says higher spread at what do you call it, at the Turkish lira. Higher spread. You mean the bid ask on the Turkish lira? Let's see where the bid and ask is. I wasn't really looking at it. I was just looking at last transaction. Is it really wide? Right there. 37. Well, it's not too bad. 37 handle bid at 37 offer. 22. Yeah, only 40 some odd points, right? 50 points. It's like trading Amazon, Amazon gets that way. Amazon and Google, they get really wide like that too. Yeah, that's the action that they're seeing there. Yeah, I guess it's playing with the 40s at the moment. I'm afraid it's going to go to the 8 handle. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. The math is not saying it. It's just just seems like it wants to run up higher. It just seems like it's in that type of trouble. They don't seem like they're in a good spot at the moment. Life is not good for them. That currency seems to want to keep on running up. 37 weeks in a weekly buy. Definitely some issue is going on there. All right, you would think they could at least find 1 week to go into a sell and then go back into a buy. All right, now let's drift over to the Canadian. I saw a woman speaking about Trudeau, and I don't think she was being very kind to him. I didn't pay attention to it, but I thought it was very interesting. And I don't know what that means, but sounds like there might be a woman leader, might take over the opposition party. And she was like kicking some butt. I'm telling you, she was rough on him. So Mr. Trudeau might have to deal with a woman, and we know how he does with those. Cheaper by the dozen, right? So that's pretty cool. What's that, polygamy thing or something another thing? Let's take a look at that. Trudeau's a funny guy. It was really something, is they had to resolve that issue with the young girl, the underage girl. And they did. The parents came out and said they didn't want to press charges, so that worked out. And she really loves him anyway, so what's the difference? Let's see. That's what they said, at least. Not me. Just saying what the Canadian paper said. What's the difference? Let's see. Where are we going here? We're going to... Let me remember what I'm looking at here. Canadian. There we are. So anything's possible in the Canadian. Look at that. It's trying to drift down. It's nice. It's been in a weekly sell since here. Did those zigzags. That's kind of neat. Kind of reminds me of the towers in New York with the lights going up to the sky. And you can see the time manifold's down below. And this thing has a hard time getting into a buy even when they throw some green dots at it. And you can see here they've had no green dots at all. It's just days and days and days of red. So, and you can see the white line has broken the time manifold there. So it's broke here, which told you weakness, got red bars. Now, the time manifold refuses to move. It seems to be at the bottom. I'm not sure what that means. We've been learning to interpret that. So it's kind of an interesting thing. Do you mind if I may ask? You can ask anything. Develop the system multi-charts by coding. See, develop the system in multi-charts by coding. Yes, I coded it into multi-charts because of easy language. Or just modifying the already developed indicators. No, the opposite. I put the code in there. It was a code that I had developed in C++. Ooh, speaking of which, is in C++. It is in C++. Holy shit. I just realized I have it written somewhere in C++. Oh, I just realized that. I just realized that. You just woke me up to something. I do have that code written in C++ already. Holy moly! I've been thinking about C plus for months. Okay. Oh, thanks for asking that question. That's right. Back in nine. When did I write that in C plus? I wrote that in 2002 or three. That's right. I do have it, and I have that computer. Oh yeah. Okay, you just helped me out on something. So no, I converted it to to easy language back in when was it? 2006? Probably like 2007. I converted it to multi charts and easy language, so it would match my what the hell is it? My trade station. Okay, I just realized that, but I have it in Paradox. I just realized it. I have it written in Paradox. Ah, thank you, Alice, for asking that. I can go back to that computer and grab it out of Paradox, and it's in C plus in Paradox. Ah, I forgot all about that. You just woke me up. God, that's been a conundrum to me for like 5 years now. I haven't thought about that. That's right. It's written in C plus, and I'm running it in Paradox. Oh man, I just realized that. Yeah. So that you asked the greatest question you could have asked. That's a good one for you and me. Yes, it's my formula I wrote back in '77, and then put it into Fortran. That's right. I have it in Fortran too, back in the '70s. But that I don't have a copy of. That's sitting in Hatfield on the mainframe, if the mainframe even exists anymore. Then you'd have to have my student ID number, and it would have maybe it's in there still. How about that? So it's sitting in Hatfield on the mainframe back in '77 in Fortran. Huh. Never really had a chance to think about that too loud. How about that? Okay. I am glad I could be any help. Yeah, no problem. Let's see. Let me finish the rest of your question. Which method is the best for developing a fault-proof strategy? A fault-proof strategy? I don't know about that, but fault-proof strategy. And 78. That's a good year. I see 22. You're 42 years old. That's not bad. You got we've got a good number 20, about 20 some odd years on the planet, so that's not too bad. So our solar system's going to move on to the sheath, out of the sheath in about 23 years. So, boy, if you think CMEs are hot and heavy now, wait till you see a CME that goes all the way out to Pluto, like in a blast in a matter of minutes. We're going to get hit with some CMEs that are going to be rocking and rolling. I'm heading to Ganymede myself. Ganymede looks it's hanging around a failed brown dwarf, Saturn, and it's an ice planet right now that's Earth-like. So it's got some really nice looks. Take a look at it. Google Ganymede. It's orbiting Jupiter right now. It used to orbit Saturn. So we all orbited Saturn at one time. Saturn's a failed brown dwarf. So anyway, where are we? Oh yeah, so fault-proof strategy. I don't know about a fault-proof strategy, but you can increase the percentage of success. And the closest thing you're going to get to a fault-proof strategy would be through options. That's going to be about the closest you can get, because you can limit your risk 24/7 with options, whereas you can't limit your risk in pairs trades 24/7. Only 20. What's it? 22/45/7, something like that. Oh no, 5. 22/45/5. 5 days. Yeah, 5.5 days, something like that. So anyway, that's where we are. Okay, so now that's Canadian, and Canadian looks like it's holding on really well, and maybe this woman is going to flip the party. I don't know. Maybe that's what's going on there. I don't know. I just saw her for the first time. She was really ripping into Trudeau. So I guess she'll have a little bit more validity about Trudeau's younger girlfriends. Right now, the media and everybody else in the party don't really care. They think it's okay. It's kind of like that California attitude, I guess. So now, let's see what else we got going on here. Let's jump over to where we headed from here. Anybody else want to see anything particular? Canadians, was it Aussie seems to be the gig of the day, right? Hey, let's take a look at you know what we follow? We follow that Euro Aussie. Let's see what Euro Aussie's doing. That's kind of neat. Since you guys are cool on Aussie, let's see what Euro Aussie looks like. Right? Nope, that's not it. Oop, that's cable Aussie. Euro Aussie. There it is. There's the Euro Aussie. And we are, what are we doing there? We are. What's that? Line 23. Right there. 3 weeks in a buy and 3 days in a buy. You can see the strength that's been in it. See, it's way over the time manifold. I don't know what's up with that time manifold that's buried down there like that. Let's see what it looks like up on here. That's where, let's see, there's Aussie Canada. There it is right there. Yeah, see, that's negated at our time manifold altogether. Went through it there back in July 6th. Let's see. So July 6th. Where's July 6th? There's July 6th. It lifted through our time manifold. And then we went through the plus one, and now we're working our way through the minus one. You can see here, the white line is breaking our zero line on this, but it's not doing it here. So it's not matching up well enough. I'm not sure why this thing has issues. I wonder if we can adjust it somehow. There you go. That did it. So where's the July 6th again? So it went through, yeah, so it went through, there's July 8th. So it went through it. And then what's it doing here? What is that? So it's breaking down here. What is that? That is July 30th. Let's see what July 30th looks like. We kept on climbing all the way up until, yeah, there you go. But we went through, what's that doing? So that went through, and that's not matching up well either. We'll have to work on this. This purple line is trying to emulate the time manifold. Let's see if we can do this like that. Let's see if we can do this a little bit more. And so we move this up a little bit more like that. There we are. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to emulate that action. So now you can see these two are burying each other. They're both going down hard and fast. That's interesting. I'm not sure how to interpret that either. I mean, that's telling you to Smackadoodle City. So maybe Smackadoodle City's coming. You can see it here. We're through here also. We're also in a sell there. This is heading towards its weekly sell number there. So there could be some negative things going on there. Is there a possibility for a simulated trading manual in J4X? Yes, I think so. Definitely. I was doing it with the robot a long time ago. I won some contests, or did pretty well in some contests with it on Dukascopy. So yeah, I think you can definitely do a simulation with no problem at all. Instead of waiting for trades to reach trade, take profits, target, or stop loss, we fast forward the market after placing trades manually, considering having all the tick data. Yeah, I agree with something like that. Thus, we see in no time if any strategy is working or not, with limited spending time that happens in demo trading. Yeah, I agree with that totally. I think you should. And Dukascopy has the ability to do that too. Just talk to, text somebody inside Dukascopy and they'll help you out doing that. You can do that. That makes sense. Because and then you can even go look at some of my old ones, because they're in there as DocDow, so you can go up there and see some of my old formulas in the trading contests. No, I understand that, but you can use you can take the technique off the robot and use it manually. It's better, faster. For some reason, the way I coded, the robot used to die every so often. So I wasn't always getting, I wasn't getting the position I wanted. You know, in other words, I was still in a position when I should be out of a position. So, but I like I said, I came in first and second and third and fourth and fifth and sixth in a lot of contests throughout the couple of years that I did do it. And let's see, I didn't win a first. I missed one by about 3 hours once. So I was in second, I think, a couple times, and third a couple times, and fourth and fifth or something like that. I forget now. But anyway, yeah, that makes total sense. I agree with you. Run the simulations first. Run the simulations over and over again, and do it for a good solid 3 or 4 weeks. And that's a very positive thing. And that'll help you out. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? Simulations are a good way to practice and train and get discipline. Discipline is really the answer to all of it. Discipline is very, very important. And when you don't, when you lose the discipline, then you end up doing bad trades, and that's you don't want to do bad trades. Just because you're lazy or you're not disciplined or something like that. And that's really the most important thing of all, is that you need to build discipline, and the only way you can build discipline is through practice. And once you build discipline through practice, then you stop doing bad trades, or at least you stop doing a lot of bad trades. That's for sure. And so that's really the answer to all of it, is constant discipline over and over and over again. And just like I always say it. You might be a football, an international football fan, like, Manchester United type, or Real Madrid, or, Barcelona. I don't know, choose your football team, soccer team. We call it soccer here in the States. And those athletes don't just practice one day a week, or they don't just go out there and play on game day. They practice all week long. They're doing all kinds of things, from therapy, from injury to training, the whole bit, over and over and over again. And that's why they make the millions. And so if you're going to trade, you've got to do the therapy and the training day in and day out. 20 minutes before the market, 20 minutes after the market, 10 minutes after the market. It's something. You got to train every day. If you don't train, then you're going to be in trouble. So when you're doing simulations for 7 and 8 hours a day, you're in spring training. You're training. It's like the NFL. The first 4 preseason games. You're training, and you're doing it over and over and over, and then you start to build discipline. And then what happens, and you see success through the discipline, then you really start to push hard. Because you see your simulated account go up in value. If they developed by professional software developers, 90% as accurate in making decisions comparing if I place trade myself. Let's try that again. Alice says, but it's difficult to code every strategy into a robot, and the robots is in best conditions. I don't agree with that too much, but if they developed by professional software developers, 90% as accurate in making decision comparing if I place trade myself. If you want to trade 15 or 20 things at once, then I trust the computer more, okay? But if you're trying to just trade 2 or 3 products, I trust you more. I think that's the best way to look at it. You see what I'm saying there? You feel me? You feel me? Does that make sense to you? All right. So that Aussie Euro or Euro Aussie thing has a look like it's trying to break down. You can see it here in J4X. It's trying to break down. So we'll see what goes with that. You can see here, It tried to break down here in, when was that? That was July, right? No, August 2nd. Yeah, July 30th. And so you can see here, what it did is, it did break down, but it didn't go too far. And it moved up and then moved down again, moved up. And then right there, it gave us a signal, I guess just the last couple of days, right? Right there. So, this needs a little bit more work, but we can do more fine tuning to this. We'll have to try to fine tune it more. I like that idea though. Let's see, Euro Aussie looks more than a sell than a buy. Oh yeah, that's what my work's saying too. Dukascopy's J4X is saying it. My work is saying it. See, we're right there today. We're in the daily sell today. Let's see if we can widen this, make this a little bit more visible for you. See? Yeah, it's trying to go into a sell with no problem. And you can see, what did we do there? What's going on there? Why is that doing that? Oh, if we go like that, there we are. Yeah, so in the middle of the night, it really pounced down. And now today, it's really showing us the weakness. If it closes here, but we're in a weekly buy, so you can't take the short here. It's a little tough. So we'll see. See if it bounces off there. You can see the time manifold's trying to bounce off the white line's trying to bounce off the time manifold right there. We'll see what that does. See? Right there. Interesting. But you guys are really interested in the Aussie. That's really cool. Aussie's has always been a big favorite for American traders because it's called a dollar. American traders can be simplistic at times. Very simplistic. And they speak English. There's two things there, right? Don't ask me what it has to do with trading. I have no idea. But I've noticed for a long time people like to do the dollar Aussie pairs trade because of the cost of carry. The higher interest rate in Australia. And there's other places that do the same, but I guess it's because it's part of the Commonwealth, maybe. That could be it also at the same time. Let's see, LS says, but I wanted to say if we're doing it manually, placing trades in person and fast forward the market, this is not available in Dukascopy, or is it? I think they have a simulation, so I'm sure you do it through a simulation, paper trading. I'm sure they have a paper trading system. Look for the paper trading. Talk to them about paper trading. I'm sure they have it. Me not interested in Euro Aussie, more interested in gold. What's that? Is that silver and gold? Let's take a look at silver and gold. We started off there. I am eating my, what am I eating this morning? I'm such a piglet. Remember, this is breakfast time here in the States. I've been up since, for 4 hours. I've been up for 5 hours now. I did physics for 2.5 hours. And I did research for a while. And then I did a quick little physics. Someone got me in a conversation about Mars and its electromagnetic field. And then I jumped into the webinar after doing the charts. What was I thinking just then? Oh, what am I chewing on? Pork rinds. That's what it is. I'm eating pork rinds. If you hear me crunching, it's me eating pork rinds. So there it is there. So now where are we headed? We're going to the metals. That's what it is. We started off with the metals, looking at them this morning. Let's take a look at them on a Duke. Duke and Duke, like in trading places. We're back, Mortimer. Okay, so there's a Silverado you put up first. And let's find it over here, over in the Chicago Quant. And that's natural gas. Natural gas is not looking too bad either. That's natural gas up top. Look at that. They rocking that puppy. They rocking her. Look at her go. And let's see. Silverado right there. They rocking her too. Not as much, but pretty good. It's going after the highs again. We'll see. Look at that. It's a little rolled over there. And we had a problem trying to get into the buy here because of the red and green. And then the next day it gave us the buy, and today is giving us the money. It's giving us the money. All right. And that's where we are. And so that's why we hesitate with the red and the green. Look at, we just lost the dot live. That's pretty funny. Ah, it's back again. So they're really having a hard time riding this puppy up. They always seem to want to sell it, you know. They always want to sell it. Let's see what we got there, like that. And you can see here. And some green's going on there. And it's just coming through. It's trying to get into the buy there again on the J4X. See, like I said, it's 8.5 accuracy on our math, and this has a correlation of 0.75 with our math. So it's good to look at. And if you don't have Doc's work to look at, you look at this. And but it's still, remember, it's 0.75 of my accuracy, so it brings the 8.5 number down, traders. Be careful. Always tune in to the webinar here if you want to find out something about the Chicago quants. There we are. And then obviously you can go further. Just head to the website. Oh, I'm eating the, darn it. I'm eating my hands just do it naturally as a trader. As I trade, I eat sometimes. And so I just reached in and grabbed a pork rind. All right. Now, oh yeah, very kosher. Let's see. It's by a 5-toed pig, not a 3-toed pig. All right. Let's see. What do we got going on here? Now let's take a look at the other one. Let's look at gold. Gold. Right there. Gold. And that's up. I saw it this morning. It was up at 216. Oh, wait a minute. That's a cost to carry. Let's go check it out on the other chart. Right there. Where's it trading at now? So it's trading at 219. Okay, so the cost to carry is about $8, which makes sense because it's a December contract, so it's got some room to go. Let's see. Daniel says, let's see, Dukascopy. Okay, so check out the paper trading, LSLS. Daniel says, me not interested. Okay, we did the gold. Daniel says also S&P 500 and oil also look like buy opportunities, but oil has a small chance to fall. Okay, well, check that out. Let's go check that out. Oh, no, I just grabbed another one of those kosher things. All right, so here is, first of all, let's see where we are with our work. You see here, we went into the buy yesterday, so we're lifting up. Give me the money. So it's up $19. Is it up $19 from where it went into the buy? Where'd it go into the buy? Yeah, it's up like $20 from the buy signal. Show me the money. All right. And then let's see. Now let's go over to S&P. And here comes S&P. And there she blows. She went into the buy yesterday too. So she's trying to lift up also. Let's see if we stretch that out a little bit, like so. So she closed at 79. And today's high is 88. So it went up 9 handles. So it was a winner. Is it still a winner? Yeah, it's still 4 points in the money from where our math said buy. So that's pretty cool. Now, what's the next one? Also, look at the time manifold. Look how tight that is. It's like it don't know what it wants to do. You know, it's really tight in that daily. And then you can see here the weekly time manifold. You know, it's riding along. Riding dirty. As Reverend, was it Reverend Wright? Mr. Obama's Reverend used to say. Riding dirty. All right. And let's see. Let's go to, what was the next one you said? The next one was crude. Let's go find crude. Crude. Where are you, crude? Right there. Light Texas, sweet crude. Trading at 42 and change. Let's see what she looks like over here. Right there. That's October crude. Making a little dash down to the downside. Went into the daily buy there yesterday and not doing too good a job, is it? Went into the buy at, what was it? Closed at 17. Did we get a profit out of it? Went to 29. Just 12 ticks. That's all it did. Wait a minute. 17. Yeah. Yeah. So when 12 ticks up, and now it's like 20 some odd ticks down. If, oh God, it's even worse. It's like 55. It's like 67, 68 ticks down now from there. So yeah, it was a fleeting profit that was in there. Let's see. Oh, I just saw something flash on the Skype. Let me just make sure no one's saying something to me. I finished. Am I doing anything stupid? I just double checked to make sure I'm not doing anything stupid. Giannis keeps me in line. Giannis will make sure I don't do anything too stupid. Keeps me in line. Let's see. Okay, now where are we at? Oh yeah, so there's crude. It's breaking down a little bit in there. Let's see what it looks like on here. It's doing the same thing on our J4X. See, it's broke. The white line has broken the zero line there. It hasn't done it here. This thing has a lot of volatility to it all the time, so it's awful hard. You know, it's a challenge to. This thing's volatility is tenacious, just tenacious. So if you're watching the J4X, you're like, okay, I think I can get out of it. It's like, good if you had a profit, sure. It's been in a weekly buy for so long. Me love you so long, it says. My math says, me love you so long. It's been in there for 15 weeks in a weekly buy. Yowzer. Plenty of room there, huh? Especially if you do bull spreads and stuff like that. Then you don't have to worry about the sell signal too much. You can sell a little call on top of it or do something like that. Sell a bear spread on top of a call spread and then that type of thing. And then take it off, and then worst case scenario here is you're just there long. But look at that. That's down like 60 some odd cents from where it went into the buy. And all it did is made 12 cents, which is $120. So you had to be nimble to make the money there. Nimble. And who knows, by the end of the day, it might just lift up anyway. So don't be too fast to say sayonara. All right. And there's the crude. So now let's take a look. What else we got going on there? Daniel says, physics. Nice. Yes, physics. Hey, I was the vice president of my SPS. That's right. The Society of Physics Students, the fraternity. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Just half a year out of pre-med, and boom, I went into physics, and they had made me vice president. That's right. Said in my previous post, gold buy. Oh, no, that's silver buy. And Turkish lira buy. And, oh, let's take a look at that. What is that? That's the we talked about that yesterday, the South African rand against the dollar. Ah, cool. Excellent, LXLS. And Daniel's saying cable, Aussie, and cable, New Zealand for longs. Oh, you got a lot of longs there. That's cool. Yes, oil dumped 60 cents in the last hour. Oh, really? Huh. Now, what am I supposed to look at next? Let's see. What did you want me to look at? We looked at the Turkish lira. Oh, I know what it is. I want to go take a look at the South African rand. There it is, right there. Let's see if we have it over here. Do we have the dollar rand there? I think we do. I think we bounce in and out of it. We put it up there, we take it off. We put it up there, we take it off. That type of thing. We'll put it in that spot if we don't have it. I don't see it. Okay, so let me think. What was it? Dollar rand. That's what we're looking for here. There we are. There we are. Let's do a little recycle like that and see what they've done there. There's the buy right there. Right? Now it was red. 1, 2. Yeah, this one. That's right. That's the buy. That's right there. The day after the little red one. And the weekly is there. So you really couldn't until like really there. Let's see if we can figure out where the Friday was. So the Friday is right there. That week, yeah. Interesting. Where's that? This might be a little. Let's see if we can coordinate this as best as it can. So that is the 7th. So let's see where the 7th is. The 7th is like right there. So there's the 6th, there's the 7th, there's the 10th. So this has not been too good a trade, really. And then we went to sell up in here anyway. But if you were short, because this was a short, at least you knew not to be short out of this move. 1 out of 2 is not bad, you know what I mean? 1 out of 2. At least you're not short for this move up. See, that's the good thing about our math. You may not make money from it, but you may not, more than likely, you're not going to lose money from it also. So in other words, in this case here, you're short, looking at the short. Remember, I put you in the short, somewhere's like right here. Right? Then it tried to do it here too. And then it went into a buy and then went back into the short again. And then so it fell from, what's that, like the 18s? Right? Fell from the 18s down to the 16s, about almost 200, right? Right. And then ran back up to the 17s, the mid 17s. But you weren't going to be getting trapped in the long there. And you knew not to, well, in this case here, they really spiked it. So you didn't have much of a chance. But if you didn't take some of these profits here, but the short was from here anyway, so from the 18s. But you should have been taking profits, obviously, all the way along there. And then you can see, it goes into the buy here, but it doesn't give you the weekly buy. I don't know. We'll see what's going on there. This was interesting. Did the weekly buy back in here, and so the daily buys were cool. You could play the daily buys all the way till here. So where did it go into the weekly buy? It went into the weekly buy in the 14s, right? And didn't get out of the weekly buy until the that's why I trade options. It's a lot easier to do this through options. Then where do we get, where it was here, right? So what is that? That's the 19s, right? So that's how that works. Ooh, it's time to get out of Dodge. What else we got here? Let's see. Laugh out loud. Tesla up in pre-market from 1830 to 1895. That is cool. Let's see if we can. Let's see what it looks like. We can give you a quick look at that, and then we got to get out of Dodge here. Let's see if we can find it. Open Sesame. Where are we? There it is, right there. Here she comes, Tesla. Look at it, right there. Been in a weekly buy for 1 full week, and going on its 2nd week. Dingy, dingy, dingy. And we've been in a daily buy for 1, 2, 3, 4. Boogie, boogie. Since the 13th. Since 1621. And where's she at this morning? 1,900 American dollars. So it touched 1930. Cool. All right, traders. Happy trails to you until we meet tomorrow. Happy trails to you. To all